Welcome back. Utah is one of a dozen states that uses a part-time citizen legislature, and that means all of our state lawmakers have another day job besides state policy making.
Oh, that model is meant to enforce state government by the people, for the people, but it also creates more opportunities for business to get involved in politics.
2 News investigative reporter Darby Sparks found one particular business venture that seems to be heavily intertwined with our legislature.
Whether it's in development, investment, consulting, or management, a quarter of our lawmakers up on Capitol Hill are, in one way or another, involved with the real estate industry. Through my investigation, I found that 26 state senators and representatives have some type of involvement in real estate, yet 0 were willing to tell me how this affects their policymaking. When a Draper house slid off a hillside 3 months ago, it left many asking how it could happen. And some have looked at state codes and those who draft, sponsor, and vote for them. Only 5 lawmakers total, 3 representatives and 2 state senators, list real estate as their occupation. But digging deeper into each lawmaker's conflict of interest forms, I found an additional 21 lawmakers are either owners, major shareholders, or investors in at least one or multiple different companies that involve development, rental management, or leasing of real estate. Utah's conflict of interest code only prohibits lawmakers from running bills that directly benefit them, their organizations, or their family members. The law doesn't require them to avoid drafting or sponsoring bills that may involve their personal career ventures, so long as the policy is in the interest of the public. It's hard to determine how blurry the line between conflict of interest and public benefit can get without asking a lawmaker who deals with it directly. On June 16th, I started reaching out to different lawmakers involved with real estate to get their perspective on how their personal ventures can affect policymaking. I called and left messages for Senators Kirk Collimore, a real estate attorney, and Daniel McKay, a real estate manager. I did the same for Representative Mike Schultz, a contractor, and Calvin Musselman, a real estate manager. I wanted to ask why so many legislators are involved in real estate, if they try to avoid drafting bills that involve real estate, and if it's a conflict of interest for them to sponsor a bill dealing with real estate. Despite multiple efforts to reach out over the past month, the only legislator who got back to me was Representative Mike Schultz, and he said he's been pulling out of real estate and would be unwilling to comment. Senator Jerry Stevenson, who has investments in real estate, initially agreed to an interview, but backed out last minute and didn't respond to my attempts to reschedule. In total, I reached out over 15 times to multiple different state senators and representatives, both individually and in group emails, and I received no response nor interest about how they balance real estate with politics. In the coming weeks, I'll be diving into some policies that have been sponsored by these lawmakers that may or may not affect their personal business ventures. For a full list of lawmakers who have dealings either directly or indirectly in the real estate world, please go to our website. For 2 News Investigates, I'm Darby Sparks.